Yo, this is ladies and gentlemen, my name is Siri34 and I'm here today with my third and possibly final predictions for WrestleMania 31, and I've got some new stuff for these predictions. I've changed some matches around, so yeah, let's get digging down with it. Sorry if I'm a bit loud, but here's the pre-show. I didn't do in the past two videos, but now I'm going to do it in this one. And to kick off the pre-show, it will be Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. Now, I think this rivalry will escalate towards WrestleMania, and I think that Sami Zayn will retain the NXT Championship at the next NXT event, and then Kevin Owens will possibly challenge him again, and then possibly William Regal will be like, right, I know you guys really want another rematch, I know you want to get each other again, but what about if you two fight at WrestleMania at the pre-show, and then those two, and not only will this be, in my opinion, the better match if this happens, but it'll escalate the rivalry because it's two former best friends fighting over a championship at the grandest stage of them all. Tooth, whatever. Both of them are rookies in the WWE, and they definitely need that big push. I mean, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they definitely need that big push. I think these two could be future world champions when they get into the main roster. And yeah, I think this match will be really exciting. And I think Sami Zayn will come away with the championship. I think it'll be a brilliant way to start off WrestleMania if people are watching the pre-show, to have a face win the to retain the championship. And I think just because the crowd loves Sami Zayn so much, I think it'd be an awesome pop. So yeah, an awesome start to WrestleMania, and that is my opinion. So the next pre-show match on this card will be Eric Rowan versus Luke Harper, two former Wyatt brothers going against each other at WrestleMania. Now, I was going to put this on the main card, but I thought, because there's so many singles matches, I thought I'd put this on the pre-show. Now, it was kind of teased at Royal Rumble that these two were probably going to have a good fight, a good monster match, if you want to call it that. And you know what? I think these two would give a good 5 to 8 minute match, a nice match. In the end, though, I think, to be honest, I was going to go with Luke Harper in this, but I think Eric Rowan should get the push a bit. I mean, Luke Harper got the Intercontinental Championship last year. Eric Rowan lost the Big Show, and he lost to Luke Harper before the Royal Rumble. So he's in deep water a bit. He's sort of in deep water. So I think just to get him into the shallow end, we need to give him a good match with his former Wyatt brother, and have Luke Harper put over Eric Rowan at WrestleMania. So yeah, I think it would be a very good match. So on to the next match. The next match on the pre-show is the triple threat tag team titles match that I think will happen. It'll be the New Day's Kofi Kingston and Big E versus the Masters of the WWE Universe, or the Brass Ring, whatever they call themselves, Tyson Kidd and Antonio Cesaro, or just Cesaro, versus the Usos, who are the tag team champions. Now, I believe that the tag team championships will stay with the Usos all the way up to WrestleMania, and then we're gonna have this triple threat tag title match. To be honest, I'm torn between either the Usos retaining or Kidd and Cesaro getting their chance at winning the championships. New Day, not ready in my opinion. I think these guys would just be a bit of an extra tag team match, and an extra bit of punching bags, you know. That doesn't sound right, but yeah, I think. But then again, I think this tag team championship match should give the New Day a nice little push if they do well in this match, if they do great in this match. But I think definitely the Usos are definitely going to come away with this. I mean, I'm just going to go with them for now. My opinions could change in the future, but yeah, I think the Usos are going to win this match. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on to the main show. Let's go. So the first match on this card is pretty obvious. It's Damien Sandow, not Mizdow in this, versus The Miz. Now, if you don't know this, but Damien Mizdow was The Miz's stunt double, but he's now personal assistant after The Miz, you know, threw a hissy fit and was like, "You're fired, but you're my personal assistant." So yeah, but I think probably just after Fastlane we'll see Damien Mizdow probably just be like, "No, I've had enough of this," turn face against The Miz, and then we could have this nice feud going over the next few weeks with like a few tag team matches and all that, and then The Miz inviting Damien Sandow onto the show and being like, "Oh, why did you do this and why did you do that?" And then Sandow, I keep calling him Mizdow, Damien Sandow being all well, I didn't really want to work with you, and now I'm not. And in my opinion, Damien Sandow will win this match, just because the fans love him, and it'd give a nice pop, and it'd give a nice start to the main show. Next up is the Intercontinental Championship, and it'll be contested in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And luckily I managed to find an image where I didn't have to put the championships on Dean and Ambrose. But yeah, I think this will be a good match if it's Dean Ambrose versus Wade Barrett. Now what I think will happen is at Fastlane, Dean Ambrose will take the Intercontinental Championship away from Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett will be all like, I want my rematch clause, and get his rematch clause, but then Dean Ambrose is like, you know what, let's take it up a level, let's take it to the next level, let's go Falls Count Anywhere match. And you know what, this, I reckon if they do this, it'll be a very good match. I mean, we could see Dean Ambrose jumping off the announce table onto Wade Barrett. We could see Wade Barrett doing an elbow through the table to Dean Ambrose, so we could have chairs or kendo sticks, or even the Intercontinental Championship being hit in the face, well, not being hit in the face, but used to hit faces and all that, which is quite good. In the end, Dean Ambrose, just because he's a face, and I think it'd give a nice run to his career, and give it a nice run to the Intercontinental Championship, will win this match, retain the Intercontinental Championship. And you know what, I'm a Dean Ambrose fan. I definitely think he definitely needs to win the Intercontinental Championship, just because I think it looks good on him in this picture. I think it'll look good on him, and I think he'll make it more prestigious if he takes it down the hardcore line. So yeah, that's what I think. Next match. Next up, the Rhodes brothers collide in a singles match, and it'll be Goldust versus Stardust / Cody Rhodes, if Cody Rhodes takes off the costume and the attire, takes off the face paint. So yeah, I reckon this would be a decent match, but the thing is that we don't know who's going to be face and who's going to be heel. Most likely we could see Goldust becoming the heel and Cody Rhodes being the face. And you know what, to be honest, I think if they did it the opposite way around and had Goldust win, it would be nice. But you know what, I think they're just going to go down the road where Goldust is the heel, Cody Rhodes is the face, and we're going to see Cody Rhodes topple his big brother, and then I think Goldust might just either leave the WWE or go on in a singles career, and probably the end of the match he just like looks at Stardust in the face, shakes his hand, raises his brother's arm, and then gives him a nug, and then leaves the ring to his brother. So yeah, I think Cody Rhodes will win this match / Stardust. I think he'll definitely win this match just to push him over and possibly get him a good singles run. So yeah, on to the next match. Up next is the Divas Championship. Now, in the last predictions video, I forgot to put a Divas Championship match, and I was kicking myself about it, so I'll put one in now. In my opinion, I think in everybody's opinion, it'll be Nikki Bella defending the championship against her sister Brie Bella. I mean, this is what we've been mounting up to ever since SummerSlam, when Nikki turned her back on Brie and then made her a personal sister, and then they were like tag team again, and it's like, oh yeah, sisters again. But no, I think what they've been doing is making it look like Brie's trying to plot against Nikki, and you know what, I think it'll all boil over just after Fastlane or during Fastlane, and then we're going to see a feud between these two. And you know what, Brie is going to win the championship at WrestleMania, in my opinion. If this match happens, Brie is going to go over, she's going to take the championship, she's going to have a redemption, simple as. On to the next match. Up next, we have Dolph Ziggler and Ryback versus the Authorities, Kane and Big Show. Now, a lot of people have been wondering what's going to happen at WrestleMania, and yeah, Dolph Ziggler will not be facing Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, apparently. So yeah, I thought I'd put Dolph Ziggler in a match with Ryback, so these two could take on the Authority. And I reckon in the next few upcoming weeks we could see Dolph Ziggler and Ryback being attacked or attacking the Authority, and then at WrestleMania it all boils over, and then Triple H makes a match where Dolph Ziggler and Ryback take on Kane and Big Show. And you know what? It could be a decent match. It could be a decent match if it ran for, I don't know, 10 to 12 to 15 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes. And you know what? This in my opinion would be a very good tag team match. Maybe the tag team match of the night. And definitely you're going to have Ryback and Dolph Ziggler win this match, putting both these young superstars over. And you know what? Then pretty much Big Show fulfills his role and priority in wrestling today, putting over the young guys, because yeah, being a giant anymore isn't really that cool. But you know what? I don't care. But you know something, let's get on to the next match. So yeah, here are your winners, Dolph Ziggler and Ryback. Up next we have the Viper Randy Orton taking on Mr. Money in the Bank, the Authority's little future Rooney, the rookie of the Authority, Seth Rollins, Mr. Money in the Bank. And you know what? A lot of people, I've seen a lot of predictions, and people are putting him in singles matches. Nope, I think it should be a no-holds-barred match. Let Randy Orton and Seth Rollins take out their frustration on each other by using weapons, using the ring, using the barricades, using all the arena. You know what? This would be an absolutely epic match, I think. I've watched a few of the matches that they had early 2014 and mid 2013. You know something? These two will, in my opinion, do and will blend perfectly together if these two went into a match at WrestleMania. I heard Randy Orton return to a live show recently, and you know something? I'm glad he's back, because then we've got a nice setup for WrestleMania. And you know something? I'm excited to see these two go one-on-one, and we could see RKOs through tables, curb stomps through the announce table, chair shots, kendo stick shots, maybe even see J&J Security probably getting RKO'd out of nowhere. So yeah, but who would win? This is quite difficult, but I think just off the record books, I think we should see Randy Orton win, and then yeah, have him close the doors of redemption and get his redemption on Seth Rollins, and then just, yeah, so it'd be a nice win for Randy Orton. On to the next match. Up next is the Eater of Worlds versus the Phenom, a streak match at WrestleMania. Bray Wyatt versus The Undertaker. Now, as I was watching the Royal Rumble, I thought Bray Wyatt was sort of going into a new gimmick. I thought he was being a bit challengey and being a bit being not in his weird zone, but the promos he's been doing recently, oh my god, they're great. They're absolutely brilliant. And you know something? I can't wait for this match. This match is definitely going to happen. I mean, ever since Bray Wyatt came into the WWE, a lot of people have been wanting to see this, including myself. I thought these two would put on a great performance. I mean, like I said in the last video, the movesets complement each other. They do blend well. And you know something? These two could put on possibly the match of the night, hopefully. Maybe not, because we got some other good, awesome matches coming up. But yeah, who would win, in my opinion? Well, it's quite hard. You know what? I'm just going to go with Undertaker, just because then he can get his redemption, he can get his final words in WWE, maybe even retire after this match. Maybe he might come back for 32, maybe in 32 he might face Sting, and then he'll retire. But I think he definitely needs redemption. He definitely needs to put himself stable in the WWE. And you know what? It would be great to see him win another match, and it'd be great to see him basically dethrone the Eater of Worlds. And you know what? This would be a great match. So yeah, on to the next match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we can't have WrestleMania without John Cena, so I have put John Cena in a United States Championship match. Now, what I think will happen at Fastlane, well, I don't know if the match between Rusev and John Cena at Fastlane is for the United States Championship. I think it's just a singles match. But what I think will happen is Rusev will actually go over. I think Rusev will actually put John Cena in the accolade. John Cena will not tap, in my opinion. I mean, I am a huge Cena fan, and you know what? I don't think he'll tap, just because then the gimmick will continue. I mean, the gimmick is a bit old, in my opinion. But you know what? I definitely think Rusev will win that match, just because John Cena blacks out, and then John Cena will be like, I want a rematch, and this time I want it for the United States Championship. And you know what? I'm actually quite torn on this match. I've still not made a decision, but you know what? Just as a Cena fan, I'm going to go with John Cena. I'd like to see John Cena's United States Championship champion. I want to see him as the United States champion again, because then you put him back in that mid card, which was planned for last year. So yeah, WWE can continue with that plan and put more big guys on the World Championship run. So yeah, John Cena is your champion, and he's in the mid card. Right, on to the next match. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have ourselves Sting, the Icon, versus the Game, the King of Kings, the Cerebral Assassin, the COO, the Leader of the Authority, Triple H. Bloomin' heck, he's got too many titles. And it'll be a singles match. And if Sting wins, basically, the Authority is out of power for good. No second chances, no getting John Cena to say, oh, I'm bringing the Authority back, being forced against his will and all that. No, That's it. The authority is done. The authority is done. And you know what? Sting is definitely going to win this match. Will these two put on a good match? Definitely. I think they'd put on a great match. I think these two, they're not in their primes, but you know what? They will try their best and they will put on a very decent match, in my opinion. I mean, I've never ever really seen Sting wrestle, but I've watched a few of his matches, and you know what? Sting, he puts a hell of a performance on in a lot of his bigger matches, and so does Triple H. But Triple H, I don't think he's going to win this match. No way. He's going to lose again at WrestleMania. But you know what? I think it's time. I think it's time to hang up the hammer. No pun intended. But you know, oh, you know what? Screw it. It was a pun intended. But you know what? Sting, he's gonna deliver a stinger to Triple H. 1, 2, 3. Authority out of power. Sting is your winner, ladies and gentlemen. On to the next match. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The third and final match of the third. I'm sorry. The 16th. Total match of the night, including the pre-show matches. So this is the 16th match, and it is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It'll be a triple threat. It'll be the champion Brock Lesnar, the Beast incarnate Brock Lesnar, as Paul Heyman would say it, versus the Beard Daniel Bryan, versus the Royal Rumble winner Roman Reigns. Now, who is going to win this match? It's obvious, Roman Reigns. I mean, I am a Roman Reigns fan. I am also a Daniel Bryan fan. Not much a Brock Lesnar fan. I've never really liked Brock Lesnar, just of his character. But yeah, I think these three will put on a very, 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 very good match. Possibly not the best match of the night, but still a very good match. I mean, but you know what? I'm sick and tired of people just saying, oh, why isn't Daniel Bryan in the main event? Because he's not. But you know what? Now you've got it, because I've heard from sources that Daniel Bryan is being put in the main event. And you know what I think will happen at Fastlane? I think Brock Lesnar will come in, as these two are probably on the outside of the ring getting counted out, and then attack both of them at the same time. Both getting disqualified. Well, basically it's a draw, and then the next night on Monday Night Raw, Vince McMahon or Triple H or whoever announces there will be a triple threat match at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns will definitely win the championship, and you know what? I'm glad he'll win the championship. I'm excited to see what the reign of Roman Reigns will look like. And you know something? Daniel Bryan and Brock Lesnar are the perfect people to put him over. And you know what? I don't think Seth Rollins is going to cash in on this match. I don't. I think it'll happen on the next night, possibly. Just like Dolph Ziggler and Alberto Del Rio, possibly happen like that. So yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening. Hope you've enjoyed. Please give me your suggestions of what your match card would be like down in the comment section below. Like, favourite, subscribe, and I shall see you later. Bye-bye.